Are you on the fence about Forspoken, the latest action RPG from Luminous Productions and Square Enix? With mixed reviews flooding in, it can be tough to decide whether or not to give the game a try. Don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the pros and cons of Forspoken, share reviews from reputable sources, and ultimately answer the question on everyone's mind: is Forspoken worth playing? Forspoken follows Fry Holland, an orphan from New York City who finds herself transported to a fantastical new world called Athia. Gifted with magical abilities, Fry is forced to become the hero the world needs in order to survive. Alongside Cuff, a magical and sentient weapon, Fry must navigate this new world and defeat the forces threatening it. While the premise may sound exciting, many players have found the execution lacking. The story is criticized for being generic and predictable, and the characters, particularly Fry, are seen as uninteresting and unlikable. The relationship between Fry and Cuff, in particular, is seen as forced and uncomfortable to watch. On the bright side, Forspoken's fast-paced, parkour-style gameplay is a highlight of the game, offering plenty of action and excitement. But, if you're looking for a deep and engaging story, Forspoken may not be the game for you. With low scores from IGN and Metacritic, it's clear that the game has its shortcomings. In conclusion, if you're looking for an action-packed experience and can overlook the poor storytelling and character development, then Forspoken might be the game for you. But, if a compelling story is important to you, you may want to hold off on this one. But don't just take our word for it, be sure to check out reviews from other reputable sources as well. It's always best to make a decision based on multiple perspectives. And if you do decide to give Forspoken a try, remember to keep an open mind and approach the game with realistic expectations. As always, happy gaming! In summary, the game Forspoken has a great action-packed gameplay but lacks in the story and character development. It is up to the player to decide if they are willing to overlook these shortcomings for the sake of an action-packed experience. The text also suggests to check out multiple reviews to make a more informed decision. In addition, it's worth noting that Forspoken is a new IP, and as such, it may have room for improvement and growth in future installments. The developers may take note of the criticisms and use them to improve the franchise. And who knows, maybe in the next game, the story and characters will be given more depth and nuance. So, if you're a fan of action RPG games and you're willing to take a chance on a new IP, Forspoken might be worth checking out. But if you're a player who values a well-crafted story and engaging characters, you may want to wait for future developments in the franchise. In the end, it all comes down to your personal preferences as a player. Another point worth considering is that Forspoken is a single-player game, and as such, the gameplay experience may be different for everyone. Some players might find the gameplay to be exhilarating, while others may find it repetitive. It's always best to try out the game for yourself before making a final decision. As a final note, it's also important to keep in mind that not all games will appeal to all players, and that's okay. Everyone has different preferences and tastes in games. What's important is that you find a game that you enjoy playing and that brings you joy. In conclusion, Forspoken is a new action RPG game that has received mixed reviews. While the gameplay is praised, the story and character development are criticized. It is up to the player to decide if they are willing to overlook these shortcomings for the sake of an action-packed experience. It is also important to consider that the game is a new IP, and it may improve in future installments. It is best to try out the game for yourself, read multiple reviews and consider your personal preferences before making a final decision. Thanks for watching. We hope this video has helped you make a decision about whether or not to play Forspoken. Remember to try out the game for yourself, read multiple reviews, and consider your personal preferences before making a final decision. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the game and subscribe to our channel for more gaming content. Happy gaming!